Hi guys, it is Thursday when you're seeing this, which means it is a book club video day. So today is the recommendations. Me and Charmaine are going to be recommending, we usually do about 2 books each, sometimes three, sometimes, I don't think we've ever done just one. We always do at least an option of two, sometimes more. And this is going to be the book we are going to start reading. It would be like 2 weeks from now. So we always say like for the month of May, even though ours go for about 5 weeks of reading. Because the first video is always the announcement. You'll see what book we are reading. The second video is always the goodie box, which is what you guys saw last week. It's what we're eating, drinking, using while we read the book. The third week, which is this one, is the recommendations. The fourth week is the book club questions. And then the fifth week is like the final review, what we thought of the book. And then so on and so forth with each book. We've been doing this since June. So we're going to be hitting our year mark soon. And it's been really fun. So for the month of mostly April, but I think it is going to go a little into May, we read One of Us is Next. We did One of Us is Lying first. You guys loved it so much. I made it as a suggestion for the next book club. And what we do is we allow you guys to do suggestions as well down in the comments. So please leave your suggestions down below. And then we make it a poll on our community tabs, either mine or Charmaine. We switch off every month. So last month was her, I believe. So I think this month will be me. And you will see all the choices there between the ones I recommended, the ones Charmaine's recommended, the ones you guys recommended, and whatever the one with the most votes is the winner. So I'm going to be recommending two. These two should not come as any surprise to you guys, because if you watch my if you watched my video at the beginning of the month, every beginning of the month, it's either a Tuesday or a Wednesday, me and Charmaine unwrap or unbox our Advent calendar series. So for the month of December, me and Charmaine wrapped up like 18 books. And we had said it was going to be like a Christmas gift throughout the year without buying anything. We wrapped up books we already owned and they just have not read yet. And then we unwrap one or two, depending on our mood for that month, and show you guys what we unwrapped. And it's supposed to be the next book that we're going to start reading. So my plan was so I unwrapped two because I was on spring break and I said, oh, I'll probably get to read more this month because I have a week off work. So when I finish One of Us, because I did already finish when One of Us is Next, my plan was to get right into one of these books. But I needed a little bit of break from a thriller. Like sometimes I'll do, and I do that a lot. I'll read a thriller, then a romance, a thriller, and a romance. Sometimes two thrillers, then a romance. And because I read One of Us is Lying, One of Us Next right in a row like that, I said I need a little bit of break. So during my spring break, I read a romance. I'm still reading it now. I haven't finished it yet. So for book club, I am actually going to recommend two thrillers, because I like that juxtaposition. I like switching back and forth. I'm not sure what Charmaine's recommending. I'll know when I watch her video. She'll be linked down below. Definitely go watch hers as well. But if you guys want to recommend romance, of course, I will read whatever wins. I love both genres. If you want to recommend something different, you know what I mean? It can be fantasy. It can be... We just ask anything but horror, because me and Charmaine do not do well with horror. I don't mind like a thriller, but that's already, you know, sometimes that already pushes it for me. That's why I like the little romance breaks in between. So these are the two books I unwrapped during the Advent calendar series. So that's the two I'm going to recommend so I can get these done. This is actually the same exact author. So I'm not going to lie, I'm kind of want to get into this because I love Karen McManus's writing style. I loved One of Us is Lying. I loved One of Us is Next. I read One of Us is Lying within a few days, like 4 or 5 days. One of Us is Next, I read in like 2 days. She's one of those, like, I just want to see what's going to happen. So this one is called The Cousins. It is not part of the series, but it is written by the same author. So it has a totally different storyline. It even says #1 New York Times bestselling author of One of Us is Lying. And it says families keep the best secrets, even from each other. It says Millie, Aubrey, and Jonah Story are cousins, but they barely know each other. And they've never even met their grandmother. Rich and reclusive, she disinherited their parents before they were born. So when they each receive a letter inviting them to work at her island resort for the summer, they're surprised and curious. Their parents are unwavering on one point. Not going is not an option. This could be their chance to get back into the grandmother's good graces. But when the cousins arrive on the island, it's immediately clear that she has different plans for them. And the longer they stay, the more they realize how mysterious and dark their family's past is. The entire Story family has secrets, Whatever pulled them apart years ago isn't over, and this summer, the cousins will learn everything if they can survive the season. So that sounded really good. Has a really interesting cover. You guys know I talked about that with One of Us is Lying, One of Us is Next. It kind of is like their yearbook photos, but you don't see their face. And that's kind of how this is. It's like their family portraits, but they have a big red X over their face. So yeah, Family Always First, The Cousins by Karen McManus. Really curious to get into this. And then another book I have heard nothing but good things about. This one I believe I bought used off Pango Books, and then this one I believe was a book outlet, and this one is Reckless Girls. And with kind of summer being around the corner, this one gives me summer vibes. They're both kind of summery. I guess I'm in a summer state of mind because this one, it is based in the summer, like they go to their grandmother's estate during the summer. This one, I believe it is around a tropical island. I could be wrong, but that's definitely the vibes it's giving me, but I think that's what I've read. Let's see. And this one is by Rachel Hawkins. I have not read anything by her, but I do own another book by her called The Wife Upstairs, which has gotten rave reviews. This book itself has gotten rave reviews as well. So, let's read what it is about. It says, one island, beautiful, wild, and strange. Moreau Island is a desolate spot in the middle of the Pacific Ocean with a mysterious history of shipwrecks, cannibalism, and even rumors of murder. It's the perfect destination for the most adventurous traveler to escape everything, except the truth. 6 visitors, 6 stunning 20-something-year-olds, are about to embark on a blissful, free-spirited journey, one filled with sun-drenched days and intoxicating nights. But as it becomes clear that the group is even more cut off from civilization than they initially thought, it starts to feel like the island itself is closing in, sending them on a dangerous spiral of discovery. Countless secrets. When one person goes missing and another turns up dead, the remaining friends wonder what dark currents lie beneath this impenetrable paradise, and who else will be swept under its secluded chaos. With its island gothic sensibility, sexy suspense, and spine-tingling reimagining of an Agatha Christie classic, Reckless Girls will wreck you. So that is my 2 recommendations. It's Reckless Girls by Rachel Hawkins and The Cousins by Karen M. McManus, which is the same author that we've been reading now. So if you've really been enjoying her reading style and you want to try another one, you can definitely do that. Or if you want to change it up and you want to do Reckless Girls by Rachel Hawkins, or you guys want to suggest something totally different, comment down below. Definitely go see what Charmaine suggested. I'm curious if this one's going to be like her other books. It seems like I'm flipping through. I see Aubrey. Because if you guys watch One of Us is Lying and One of Us is Next, you know that it jumps between the characters. So you'll read one chapter and it's Browning. Then you read another chapter and it's Nate. So this one, because it's 4 characters, it's Millie, Aubrey, and Jonah. So it must flip between those 3 characters. And I have really been enjoying reading her stories like that. Like just seeing the different points of view from the different characters. But yeah, that is the 2 recommendations I have for the following book club month for, we'll be starting it sometime in May. So like I said, the poll will be up on my community tab when you guys are seeing this. It'll probably get posted sometime in the weekend, and we always keep it open for about over a week. It used to be a week before, but now we're giving a little bit more room because we have 2 more weeks of videos on the current book, and then we announce which one won. So like I said, leave your recommendations down below. Hop over to Charmaine, go see what her recommendations are. Let me know down below if you finished One of Us is Next yet, if you're enjoying it. No spoilers from me, obviously. But when we do the review, there'll definitely be spoilers. But yeah, just let me know if you're joining us and if you've been enjoying it. I definitely been loving Karen M. McManus. But that is it, guys. Be safe.